It is currently 6 a.m. and I have been up all night scripting, reading, drafting, setting up, filming, and soon editing a preview video for ISS Vanguard for my other channel, for Quackalope, which is sitting around 20,000 subscribers. And I figured, while I had the camera set up, I'd take a moment to film a video for this channel. The channel where very few, if not no one, is really paying attention. And I wanted to talk and document a little bit about my experience over the last couple years. You see, this whole week is about starting something new. And that is helpful because, for me, I am starting a lot of things that are new. New projects to become more organized, new goals and ambitions, this brand new channel that I'm working on and figuring out how to find my voice and document what I'm doing. But over the last 2 years, I have also been doing something new. Pursuing and building and developing Quackalope, learning that I can produce content on a weekly basis time and time again, and that there's an audience out there that will engage and invite me into their lives and spend time wanting to learn with and from me. And that has been incredible. But tonight is a good example of the elements that people don't necessarily see. And here's the reality. If you're starting something new, something that really, really matters, new things are always going to come with sacrifice. It's always going to be a challenge. There's always going to be an obstacle that you're overcoming. I describe it this way to people. I let people know that I am pulling this rope attached to a giant boulder up a mountain. And if they want to help, if they want to get a hand on that rope and pull with me, we can work on it together. But if they don't, I don't care. And it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep pulling as hard and as fast and as diligent as I can. And over the last 2 years, that has meant countless sleepless nights. It has meant learning and developing and filming and scripting a video literally the night before a campaign goes live. It has meant driving hours on end. It has meant shooting video when it's the last thing you want to do, staying up way too late, spending time with people and being honest and genuine and letting them know that you're tired but still appreciating that they're there, which I'm going to have to do tomorrow because I have a few different Patreon scheduled events that I am committed to be a part of. It is not their fault that I'm up late. I'm making that choice and I will overcome and bear that burden. But anything that you're starting, anything that's new, is going to come with sacrifice. And one of the things that I did very early on was determine what the price I had to pay for my dreams was going to be. For me, for Quackalope to have a career in the board game industry, I figured out that 5 years producing video content or media content every single day for 5 years would get me there. Now, what am I willing to sacrifice along that route? I've turned down contracts, I've lost money, I've had sleepless nights, I've slept in my car during conventions, I have embraced and fought for this community and fought for this role and position and this pursuit beyond excuses that gave me the opportunity to quit. The easy thing to do tonight is to not produce this video. I don't have to. There's no requirement on me. I'm not being paid to do it. But there is an opportunity here that I do not want to let slip by. And I have this dream in front of me and this nightmare that I'm running away from. And so in pursuit of that, I'm willing to make sacrifices. I don't have as much of a social life. I don't watch barely any TV anymore. And I probably take too many Red Bulls and caffeine pills for my own well-being. We'll have to moderate that and adjust my health as we move into this next year. It's one of the projects I want to work on. But this tonight is a good example of what behind the scenes have been like for the past 2 years. Anything new is going to be hard. It is going to be a challenge. It is going to be a boulder you're carrying up a hill or a mountain or a cliff, or you're letting it tumble back down again and you're walking down to pick it back up to keep that trek going. So I want to encourage you. Because the cool thing is it's possible. Do it a day at a time. Do it a week at a time. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Compare yourself to where you were yesterday and how you're doing today. And if you find you're farther back than you were before, take a step forward and forgive yourself, and then push forward once again. This is why we've won. It's not the only reason, but it is part of it. I've been willing to embrace the grind, willing to face the challenge, and I am not always equipped to deal with it. It has shattered and broken me a few times this year. But I'm still here. Still attached to this rope, still trekking my way up this hill, still inviting people to join me and do the same. Either on their own pursuits or to put a hand on mine and pull as hard as they want. It doesn't change how hard I'm pulling, and it never should. Tonight's a good example of what people don't see. What you who are watching are going to have to experience. If you're starting something new, look the challenge in the face. Embrace the suck. Realize that it's going to be hard and that it should be hard. If it matters, if it counts, if it's worth pursuing, if it's worth doing, whether it is a hobby, an industry, an art venture, learning to be a musician, crafting the most remarkable piece of technology that anyone's came up with, or perfecting the perfect screwdriver, it should be hard. And it will require this: sleepless nights, sacrifices in some aspect of your life, purposeful and strategic decisions that are made to make sure that the work and the time and the effort that you put in is rewarded in some way. One step closer. The stuff that no one sees. For those of you that are watching, know that anyone else that is winning at this game or has won at this game is doing this same exact thing. And so when you're up at 6 a.m. after drafting, writing, scripting, filming, and starting to edit, remind yourself that there are 100,000 people out there trying to do the same thing, and 1,000 of them might succeed at it. And every single one who will, and every single one who does, knows exactly where you are right now. And they not only appreciate that moment, they appreciate the suck. They see it as a valuable part of how they've grown, a notch in the cap, if you would. But they also respect you more for doing it. I know I do. So, if you stumbled across this, leave a comment down below. Let me know where and how and when you've been here. What are you doing that people aren't seeing? Brag about yourself a little bit. Let me know the things that maybe you wish other people paid a little bit more attention to. For me, this video is that. It's a bit selfish, right? To point out the fact that I'm up at 5 a.m., but I'm darn proud of it. And I've been doing it for 2 years. And I'm going to keep doing it. I have a 5-year goal, and that was just the first project. Who knows what else we have in store. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Leave a comment and hit that subscribe button, and I'm going to continue wrapping up this video. I'll see you next time.